Hello friends and welcome to the stream. My name is Serge, Pilot Club 6, and this morning we are continuing our TPC Charters Airline regional operations with a flight from Salt Lake City, where we landed a few days ago, going to Fort Collins, Colorado. That's Northern Colorado Regional. This is a regional operations flight with 88 passengers on the manifest. We are here at gate Alpha 13, or I guess it would be pronounced A13. And this flight this morning is scheduled for estimated time en route 0 hours 54 minutes with a distance of 361 miles. Before we get things going, I wanted to remind you that today's flight is brought to you by thepilotclub.org for group flights, activities, flight school, VATSIM training, virtual airline, and more. Check out thepilotclub.org. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday. Looks like Mitsuki is here already. Good morning. Maybe I'll try an E190 when it gets its update. Yeah, we're hoping for June, so they're going to be showcasing their custom FMS at the FS Expo, where the Pilot Club will be exhibiting. So we'll get a chance to chat with Martin and them from FSS, as we did last year in Las Vegas during FS Expo. So I'll try to get a little bit of an insight, but normally just tracking their releases, they like to release things during big events and stuff. So I suspect, and again, this is just my guess, that they will release the custom FMS shortly after FS Expo. It's been way too long. A lot of people are not happy. It's a great aircraft, but still early access for that long, that's kind of bad. So Mitsuki says tried PMDG. Has some features I like. I've seen on your plane too, like the vertical view, where you see the plane's altitude. Yeah. Which PMDG did you try? The new one that came out, the 777. The vertical view in Embraer E190 or E-Jets series in general is going to be improved. I've seen the previews of their custom FMS working from when they presented it at FS Weekend a couple of months ago, last month or whenever that was. Oh, okay, 737-800. Yeah, it's a great aircraft. And so the vertical view, just like in real life, is going to be simulated really well with, it's kind of rudimentary right now, the way it exists, but it will have more information on there, like the altitude restrictions and fixes, etc. So that should be very good. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the flight deck. First things first, we'll turn on the batteries, no smoking signs. We'll test the emergency lights and then arm them. Yep, IRSs are aligning. Let's see if the screens come on. Yep, here they are. Let's go ahead and brighten them up. Go back here. We got GPU available, so we'll take it. And we got our jetway. We got our rear stairs. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and request catering and baggage. We'll go to flight details, import flight sim, or sim brief flight plan rather, from dispatch. Okay, we got that. Looking good. All right, so Salt Lake City International to Fort Collins Municipal. I think it's supposed to be regional. Let me see. Fort Collins Municipal. Yeah, it's supposed to be regional anyways. Here's our route. 88 passengers, so that's looking good. And 14 minutes to board, so we'll go ahead and start boarding. Let's turn the PA on. We'll go here, first things first, check CVs, no CVs, good. Go to route, database is active. going to K, F, and L, and TPC6 is our call sign, our flight ID. We'll send that. Flight plan received. Go to data link and apply active. Alright, we're departing 16 left this morning on Rugged 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board the Embraer aircraft. On behalf of the captain and all cabin crew, we would like to wish you a safe flight. Before taking your seats, please make sure that your small hand luggage, including backpacks, handbags, and shopping bags from the duty-free zone, it was placed only under the seats in front of you, leaving space on the shelves for large hand luggage. Please do not place luggage in the aisles or in the area of emergency exits.
And we're planning on arriving on 3-3 via the Pinner 3 with Banana.
On electronic devices with network connectivity. Charging electronic devices is prohibited, and if you notice any irregularities in their operation, please contact the onboard crew immediately. At the same time, we would like to inform you that drinking alcohol not purchased on board, smoking, and using e-cigarettes is prohibited. Thank you for your attention.
Alright, so that's looking good there. We'll go to radio. We did get squawk code. It is 7645. We'll put that in. Tsuki says, one thing I still gotta look up is if I can somehow get constraints to show in the map view on the 737 specialty speeds. Yeah, oh, you absolutely can. There's so many options there. It's a fantastic aircraft. I also have it, but I don't fly the Boeings, so I bought it just to mess with it and got in the cockpit and didn't find the on button and gave up. So just joking. I like the Airbus philosophy, and E-jets are similar to the Airbus philosophy. In some ways they're even more automated. So okay, so we got our squawk code. Let's go ahead and get our Salt Lake City CTAF. What happened here? It's 11905. All right, 1228 and standby. 1228. Com 2, 1215 and standby there. 1215 and com 3. All of that is looking good. We'll go to flight plan here. All right, let's go to this box here. Actually, let me try this. Usually it's not linked. It's supposed to be, but it acts up sometimes. But let's try. So we'll go performance in it. I need to pick up our cruise wind, so let's take a look at our operational flight plan. Cruise winds are 341 at 7. We'll leave the rest for the first officer to fill in. We'll change this to 7-8 for the cruise. By the way, this is a little bit fast for normal operations, but that's what we do. We go back to performance. We go to takeoff. Departing 16 left, so 16 left. 164. All right. By the way, let's take a look at our block fuel here. 10-1. Okay. Let's check our winds in Salt Lake. They are 120 at 6. All right, that's looking good. That's all we're supposed to do here. Let's go ahead and put that in there. 16 left is dry. It's going to be flaps to departure. Altimeter is 29994. That's correct. And we'll go ahead and calculate. And we'll go to manifest. Our trim is 3.0. 3.0, and we'll send to MCDU. Let the first officer do his thing. While he does that, we'll set our displays. We don't need nav aids or airports. We'll take TCAS and terrain. That's looking good. You look at our plates here. Departure plate, type altitude 230. Alright, that's looking good. Heading, we said what was 164, I believe. Alright, so let's set heading to 164. That's looking good. Our rotate is 132. Alright, that's looking good. So we're on, oh interesting, we're on takeoff 1. Gave us takeoff 1. Okay, that's fine. We finished all our services, looks like. So we can go to ground. We'll close this, remove that. Let's go ahead and plan our pushback. So looks like we need to push tail left. No, we need to push tail right. Like this. That looks good. Mitsuki says overall like the MD-11 more. Yeah, that's pretty good. MD-11 is nice. Let me go here right quick. Just take. See, it didn't take that, so 164. Rotate at 127 now. Let me look. Changed it up a little bit. Hang on. Alright, we go to here. Performance in it. Make sure all of that is in there. Performance takeoff. $127. That's fine. Alright, we're okay with that. Take off 1. Let me look at TRS, climb 2. Let's do climb 1 there. Take off 1, FMS takeoff. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. It's looking good. Let's get our charts. All right, taxi. And rugged 3 SID. It's RNAV departure. Let's see here. Takeoff, 16 left. Climb right turn on heading between 280 and 340. Yep. We'll do that. And we need to be at rugged above 12,000. No problem there. Alright, for our taxi, we're at Concourse A. So we'll taxi on 2 East South to Golf, and we'll take Golf. We can take Hotel, Golf or Hotel all the way to Hotel 13. That's fine. Alright, everything's good here. And we'll go ahead and start APU fire test. Yeah, look at those shadows, looking good with the sun coming up. Okay. Alright, APU's online. Electrical pump A. Come off GPU. And we'll go ahead and remove it. Alright, just couple more minutes here. Go ahead and close the door. We'll do GVR test. Looking fine. Oh, this is the one with the... Yeah, we can't go through here. Let me see, can we go through here? Yeah, we're gonna have to go through here, go around. Some reason there, all these poles here. So let me edit the pushback. we'll push this way. You have to go tail left.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until the seatbelt warning lights turn off. For your safety and comfort, we also suggest that you keep your seatbelts fastened throughout the flight in case unexpected turbulence.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
So Mitsuki says one thing I'm not sure about 737-800 has the annunciator that tells you what's wrong. It has like a master caution, but when you see that, it seems you got to look around. Yeah, it's a little bit different philosophy. It's a little more
Standing by for pushback.
involved.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
We are clear to start push.
Okay. Cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Okay, so
Pushback. You can start the engines and sequence.
we'll need to go around, but
Start in sequence.
where? Oh, it may even take 16 right, I think. Yeah, because I cannot get to it from here because of those poles. That's idiotic. Yeah, let's take 16 right. Same distance, so no performance calculation has to be redone, so we're okay. Well, maybe I could have exited there a little bit. I don't know. It's too many poles. I don't know why they put them in there. We'll take off 1-6 right. We'll go via Bravo.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Ground. You may disconnect.
Alright, sweet. So we're going to go to Assistance. Enable crash damage. Go back.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect.
Start tracking. Alright. Let's see here. Beacon on. Starting engine 1.
Cabin crew, doors on flight and clock
Alright, 495 was our max ITT.
Two at the front of the cabin, two at the rear of the cabin. There are also two emergency exits to the wings of the plane in the middle of the plane. Please take a few moments now to locate the nearest exit. In some cases, the nearest exit may be behind you. If you need to evacuate the plane, photo lighting will guide you towards the exit. To unfasten the seatbelt, insert the metal part.
Alright, good start on 1.
Using the end of the belt. To open the belt,
Starting 2.
side of the buckle. In the event of a sudden drop in cabin pressure, the individual oxygen masks will automatically fall out of the panel above your heads. If this happens, please stay seated and pull the mask firmly to start the flow of oxygen. Please put it firmly over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Although the bag does not fill with air, the flow of oxygen occurs automatically. If you are traveling with a child or someone who needs help, put the mask on yourself first and then help the other person. The life jacket is located under your seat or in the panel above your heads. In the unlikely event of landing on water, remove the vest and put it over your head. Then pass the straps around the waist.
Hey Sean, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
The vest. Pull the red string firmly only when exiting the plane. To remove
You got a thunderstorm coming to you on Monday. Yeah, we got some thunderstorms coming in the area this weekend.
armrests and open the windows.
Alright, 487 on max, ITT on engine 2.
Now on, portable electronic devices must be set to airplane mode until an announcement is made after landing. We would like to remind you that smoking is strictly prohibited on board and there are smoke detectors in the toilets. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask one of our crew members. We wish everyone a pleasant flight.
Alright, we got 2 good starts. Turn on taxi lights. APU can come off. And we'll do our flight controls check. Alright, full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, rudder, full left, full right, neutral. Flight controls check is complete. Salt Lake City traffic, Embraer Pilot Club 6, taxiing to runway 16 right via Bravo from Concourse 8, Salt Lake.
Takeoff, okay.
Oh, we got birds over here. What are you doing, birds? They're making a right on Bravo.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secured and ready for departure.
Thank you. Alright, that's Foxtrot 5. Next one is Bravo. Yeah, we're going to take Bravo all the way. checked my trims, but I'll do it now.
Cabin crew, be ready for departure.
Salt Lake City traffic, Embraer Pilot Club 6. It's taking runway 16 right for an IFR departure to the east. Salt Lake. Alright, final looks clear, radar looks good, runway looks clear.
Approaching runway 16 right. Entered runway 16 right. 11,900 feet remaining.
Alright, toga and armed. And auto throttle is armed. Transponder, lights are good. Brakes, temperature is checked. Alright, let's go flying.
Salt Lake 5th, November 355 Whiskey Charlie. Taxi, runway 17 departure southwest. November 355 Whiskey Charlie, TPC 930. Salt Lake.
Checked. Gear up. Go heading mode and autopilot armed. Flaps 1. And flap 0. Alright, after takeoff, checklist please.
Landing gear.
Is up.
Flaps.
Flap 0.
Pressurization.
Checked.
Checklist complete.
Direct Bobby and LNAV. Passing 10,000, lights off. There's the airport there we just departed. That's the Antelope Island right there. We're passing on the left.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will soon launch our onboard service, offering hot and cold drinks as well as a meal or snack. Please read the
There he
onboard
is right there.
If you have a food allergy to any of the ingredients,
That's Southwest.
please inform the cabin crew. At the same time, we
Nope,
kindly
WAT 4275. We're fine.
Salt Lake, November 355, Charlie. Departing runway 17 south, southwest departure. 5 Whiskey Charlie, Salt Lake.
Salt Lake City traffic, Embraer Pilot Club 6 is now 10 miles to the north of the field, climbing 16,000 and departing the area. Last call, Salt Lake. Now we'll go ahead and put our cruise, which is 3.5 today.
Climbing through transition altitude.
All right, Barrow Standard. Look at that, beautiful. There's that little aircraft there, landing at Salt Lake. All right, let me throw this on. You guys can see our departure there.
Salt Lake, traffic walker, posted from the side, 10 miles, final runway 17.
And I'll go chat with the cabin crew and I'll be right back.
Salt Lake, November 355 Whiskey Charlie, departed Salt Lake. 12,000, headed out to climbing to flight level 280, current heading 168, Salt Lake.
Alright, we're back on deck. Everything's looking good. Oh, let me get that visor up in here. Cool, everything's looking good. All right, and we are making progress. Good. $1,000 to go. Let's check our tracking there, looking good. Beautiful. Now we got calm winds now at destination. So maybe we'll do 1.5. There's our nav on 1.5. Okay, we'll do 3.3. We'll stick with that. Suki says, for how automated these planes are, it's odd some things aren't, like changing barometer. Yeah. That's true. Alright, let's go here, pick up our new charts. Connection is bad at 350, so we'll wait for that to load. And see if we can punch it to 80. Alright, our last fix is B down. Yep, got that. So ILS 3.3. Our minimums are 52.20. Let's go ahead and dial that in. It's a lot of scrolling. Alright, 5220, let's go same here. $220. Alright, so let's see here. We need our arrival, which is the Pinner 3. We do have some restrictions here. From Banana, we need to be at Banana. We need to be above 270. Chats above 17. F-Fest above 14 at 250. Pinner above 12. Tingle 10 and 11. Let's see here, and B down at 9er. All right, got it. Our approach is ILS 33. Missed approach, climb 5700, right turn to 8000, direct GLL VOR. GLL VOR is 1142. Got it. Alright, let's see here. Intercept is corny, above 6800. Glide slope is 3 degrees. Good. And we need our taxi chart. Landing 3-3, exiting right on Alpha, and Echo to the terminal. Looking good. Got about 35 minutes of flight remaining here. Let's check our weather again. We'll wait a little bit. Switch to 1228, and we need our CTAF. Let's get that. $1184. So we got that. Let's see, the runway there is 8,500. So we'll go medium brakes. Really nice flying weather here. Alright, and so we need to be banana above 270 and then chart 17. Okay. Banana's 150 miles away. Looks like we're running out of coffee here, but that's our second cup, so we'll stick with that. Life Pulse here is asking, will your PFD indicate type of descent, or are you eyeballing it based on the charts? So this aircraft here is early access, so it does not have VNAV, so it's not going to give you type of descent. Once they implement the custom FMS, it will have that. So short answer is I'm doing my own calculation, and usually with this aircraft I know about 200 miles out is when I start my descent at maybe 1,000 to 1,500 feet per minute. However, I do use ForeFlight, and on ForeFlight it will give me the type of descent there. If you look at the vertical profile, you'll see that you'll know when to start descending. So, but again, it's going to be about 200 miles, so in about 35 miles we'll start the descent. Suki says Norway had pretty low QNH yesterday, 2.9er and 2.9er, yeah, low pressure system. Well, where we going, it is 3003. Really nice weather for flying. Winds are calm at destination. Visibility is 10. No clouds below 12,000, and the temperature a little cold there. 4 Celsius, 39 Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's Colorado. You know, it is cold. Look at that beautiful landscape there. That's one of the things I love in the flight sim, especially now, FS 2020 or 24. How accurate the terrain is, and because it's satellite imagery, and certainly coming from FSX back in the day, it's a big improvement. Really good for VFR flying. Speaking of, if you haven't checked out our May Explorer flights, they're on the website, just got dropped this morning. They are in Idaho, so that should be good. Colorado, yep, that's right. Alright, while we're still in cruise, I guess we can run through our approach briefing. So, we don't have any in-up airplane components to worry about. The weather is fine. Fuel status, we got 7,380 pounds. That is good. Terrain, let's look at the terrain there. Do we have anything to worry about? Yeah, there are a little bit of mountains there coming in. Let me see. Yep, so we'll have to make sure that we follow our altitude restrictions. Let's see, we do need to do our calculation for landing, so let's go ahead and do that now. So we'll go to performance, landing. Our landing runway is 33. 332 is the heading. Our landing temperature is 4 Celsius and the wind is calm. It's going to be a flap 5 landing. It's Cat 1, no ice there. And our approach speed is 140. Going to add 5 to that a little bit just to make sure we're good there. So 145 is going to be our approach speed. Let's see, we did go over the approach chart. We'll look through NOTAMs in a minute. Taxi procedures we already discussed. Baro minimums are set, and no VNAV. We're doing altitude select, and no ATC, so we're on CTAF. And we can go ahead and start our gentle descent in a minute. So we'll set 270. And at Banana we need to be above 270. That's 100 miles away. 8,000 feet to lose, no problem. So we'll do about 1,000. So we're going to go to VS, punch in 1,000, and we'll go to manage speed mode. That's a good one. I've got to get more cats in the flight deck if I want to do Cat 2. Yep. There's a Cat Pumpkin, our trusted companion on these flights. Alright, so we started our descent. Everything's looking good. Got about 25 minutes of flight remaining. We do have our landing data calculated. We have our missed approach, VOR loaded. All good. We have our CTAF frequency. You don't figure a cat named Pumpkin would be orange. Yeah, people ask us about this. Pumpkin is actually like a pumpkin latte color. So more, not orange, but like beige, smoky color. Slash white. Named her Pumpkin. We got her around Halloween, so we thought it was a good name. But she is not orange. Actually, this is like a good depiction of the color, maybe a little more smoky. Alright, we're doing good. Check our tracker. Doing well there. And Mitsuki, I got a good feeling about this landing. I think we're going to nail it here. It's calm winds, no crosswind. We're gonna do our best, do a very nice, not super buttery, but also not super firm, right in the middle there, about 200 feet per minute is what we're gonna do, is the feeling I'm getting. And I think I do have a little bit of time here to go brief the cabin crew. Ooh, sorry. Let me go ahead and do that. Brief the cabin crew, and I'll be right back.
Destination ATIS is 135.075.
Alright, flight crew is briefed. Looks like we're at 270, looking good. Let's see if we got our auto tune for the ILS 33. Should be 1095. Sure is. And we'll check the final approach course 331. That is already set. Very good. So we're at 27, and then chat should be above 17. Nice, beautiful flying in Colorado. Suki, I got a good feeling about this landing, I gotta tell you. It is gonna be epic. We're gonna nail it. Gotta send out these positive vibes out to the universe so we get them back for a good landing. Alright, about 15 miles to Banana, so we'll stick with 27. Look at that. Amazing looking. Alright, 10 to Banana. And then we need to lose 10. 1,000 feet in probably 25 miles. Suki says, wonder who even gets to name these waypoints. Yeah, some of them are pretty funny actually on some of the RNAVs. Well, I don't know, I think FAA may be doing the naming. Alright, we can go ahead and continue our descent now. We'll do 1500. Alright, Flying with Jesus is here. Welcome to the stream. First time flying out west. Tripped me up. MSL 36,000. AGL was more like 32. Oh yeah. For sure. Yeah, Florida's flat. You're good to go there. But yeah, out west it's a different ball game. That's for sure. 50 miles to destination. Continuing our descent. Our next restriction is 17,000 at Chats. We're all ready to go. So let's go ahead and do our descent checklist, please.
Approach briefing.
Completed.
Auto brake.
Auto brake is set medium.
Landing data.
Is set and verified.
Checklist complete.
Thank you. We do have some new weather there. 160 at 4. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, let me take a look. Runway. Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of a tailwind now for 3-3, but we'll stick with it. It's okay. We can handle it. We will put the new information in, though, since the weather updated there. So wind is 160 at 4. Temperature is 5 now. So still flap 5, Cat 1, no ice. It didn't change much. Okay, so we'll go 145 for our VAP. Looking good. Alright, so Chat's above 17 and then F-Fest above 14 at 250. And then Pinner above 12. So our altimeter there is 3004. Go manual speed mode 290. Alright, 3004, altimeter set. And we'll set 12 for Pinner, and then Tingle between 10 and 11. 250 there for this restriction. A little bit of speed brakes help us slow down. And we'll go ahead and switch our frequencies here to CTAF. Switch here to 1228. We'll activate approach speeds to be ready. Alright, we're at 250, good. Pinner above 12, tingles 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, in about 15 minutes we will begin the landing approach procedure. Please remain in your seats with your seatbelts fastened. Fold down the armrests and leave the windows open during landing. From now on, the use of toilets is prohibited and the entrances to them will be closed.
We had our taxi lights on the whole flight. Pinner above 12, tingle 10. Yeah, it's going to be fine. And then after tingle, be down 9. Okay. Passing the town of Fort Collins. We'll go to heading mode. Tingle 10, be down 9. We'll go ahead and turn on landing lights and start our cockpit. Let's see here, we're 6 miles from the airport. Northern Colorado Regional Traffic, Embraer Pilot Club 6. 7 miles to the east of the field, inbound ILS 33, Northern Colorado Regional.
Last rock pulling 11.8 miles.
Alright, so we are going to go 6,800. We'll do about 1,000. Let's do 1,200. And we'll go ahead and make the base turn. And we'll go manage speed mode. Localizer captured. And we'll go flaps 1. Field in sight. Go flaps 2. Northern Colorado Regional Traffic. ERJ Pilot Club 6. 6 mile final, runway 33, Northern Colorado. Alright, glide slope captured. We'll go flaps 3. Missed approach altitude is 8,000. Set. Gear down.
Seats are lit.
Flaps 4. And all the lights. And flaps 5 should be 145. Exiting right.
Mile final runway 33.
Approaching minimums. 200 minimums.
Continue.
100. Glide slow, glide slow, glide slow. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Auto brake.
Manual braking. Exiting Alpha 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our destination airport. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated and fasten your seatbelts until the captain turns off the seatbelts fastened signal. The use of electronic devices is only possible after turning off the seatbelt warning. On behalf of ourselves and the entire cabin crew, we would like to thank you for flying together.
Alright, flap 0. Let's go ahead and turn off our landing lights. Taxi lights are okay. And we'll start APU. Alright, so let's look at our rate. Alright, 255, we'll take it. 200 would have been better, but still good landing. Good pitch angle, bank angle, all is well. Alright, now we need to go Echo. Oh, we're going to be crossing a runway here. Northern Colorado Regional Traffic, ERJ Pilot Club 6, crossing runway 6 on Alpha, Northern Colorado. All
Approaching
good.
runway 06.
Yep.
Entered runway 06. 2,200 feet remaining.
There's the terminal there, right off of Echo. we'll go ahead and park here. Now let's go to ground, request stairs.
Cabin doors on manual cross-check.
All right. We did it. Yeah, this was good. Smooth landing. Not bad. All right, so that flight is in the books. And I wanted to remind you that, as always, this flight has been brought to you by the pilotclub.org for group flights, activities, flight school, VATSIM training, virtual airline, and more. Check out the pilotclub.org. All right, welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, North Colorado Regional. I hope you guys had a good time flying on the stream. I want to thank you for watching our flight from Salt Lake City to Fort Collins. And we'll see you on the stream next time. See you.